What's up guys? Today I'm going to do a video on my Raffia bags. And I had mentioned previously when I did a video showing my latest Longchamp Raffia type bag. I was after another Longchamp Raffia bag and I had missed out last year. And so I was looking out for it early this year before the spring season hit so that I could see if there were any available. And so I did, and then I found something else. I got distracted and I found this one, which I've done a video on. This I freaking love. It is adorable. It's like this miniature vanity type bag with this beautiful lemon strap. And as I said, from Longchamp, but the beautiful embroidery is just what got me. And so I was quickly distracted and I got this instead when I was on the Longchamp website. And so I got this, no regrets, love it so much. Plan to use it plenty this spring and summer. But then I went back on the Longchamp website and just to see if the other bag that I had originally been looking for was in stock anyway. And when I had done this video, everyone was commenting and saying, oh, they came out in different colors. They also have it in green and they had it in fuchsia. And I was like, oh, I hadn't seen that when I first ordered this. It was only available in the lemon yellow color, which I don't regret because I think it goes really well together with the lemons in the background. I thought, oh, but like green is so my color and it's so spring, and I'm like, let me just see if the original bag that I was after is available. And of course it was. And Longchamp is just a much more affordable price point, and it's just so much more, you know, and especially with Raffia. I know this is not your classic Raffia by definition. For ease, I'm calling these all Raffia bags because I don't really know what the technical word is for this. This may not even be straw. I don't know what it is. But straw-like Raffia, whatever. I'm calling it all the same for the sake of this video. But anyway, I did go back on the website, and I don't like spending a ton of money on Raffia bags because they're so seasonal. They're clearly not bags that you're going to wear year round, at least not for myself. I have all 4 seasons. It'd be one thing if I lived in a very hot climate year round, but I enjoy all 4 seasons. So spending Dior money on like one of their straw rattan Raffia bags, whatever, as beautiful as they are way overpriced in my book, and so I would never buy a Dior priced type bag in this type of material. Anyway, I found it on Longchamp, and so I pulled the trigger and I got another one. And that one would be this. And this is the, I don't know, I feel like I've seen it in so many different names. I'll put the name up of what it's actually called on the website, but it's part of their Le Pliage line, I believe. But I've seen it, when I've researched it online with people doing reviews, I feel like they've called it the, oh my God, I'll put the name up. It's escaping me. But it's a completely different name. And I'm like, oh, that's so weird. Like maybe they renamed it, I'm not sure. But whatever it's called, it's this bag. They all look the same. This one has the embroidery with the logo, which I'm a sucker for embroidery, okay? What I did during the beginning of the pandemic when we were all locked down, the entire world was locked down, I started embroidery. And I didn't keep it up. I did one project and I attempted a second project, and I will maybe throw up a picture of what I made, but it was for my daughter. But I just love embroidery on your clothes, on your bedding, on handbags. I love embroidery. I can completely appreciate its beauty. So this came, I actually didn't get this on the Longchamp website. This time, this one was cheaper on the Longchamp website versus Farfetch. This one was cheaper on the Farfetch website than the Longchamp. So I always look around between multiple websites to get the best price. The base price was the same, but when you're talking about taxes included, this was the same price, but on the Longchamp website, I obviously had to pay tax, whereas I didn't on, it was all included in Farfetch this time. So anyway, this came through Farfetch. This came through the Longchamp website direct. This, however, came very stinky. And I don't mean stinky like it smells like fish or something. It does not, because I would immediately send that back. This, first of all, I was not impressed the way this was shipped to me. It was packaged, folded up like this, and thrown in a DHL bag, and then shipped. It was not boxed. It was literally thrown, this bag was flattened, thrown in a plastic DHL bag, and shipped to me from France. So did it survive? Yes, it survived. But the only thing they put around it was they taped some tissue paper around it. And when I opened it, I was like, ugh. So it stunk like, I was trying to figure it out, but it's a synthetic smell, but it smells like somebody sprayed like lemon pledge. So it smells like lemon. And I think it was intentional because maybe it's a summer bag and they thought, let me just bring some summer spirit with you during your journey to the customer. I don't know. I took off the paper, I smelled the paper, and I think they sprayed the entire tissue paper that was wrapped in this because the paper was very strong in this lemon scent. Then you smell this and obviously it transferred onto the bag. So I do need to air this out, and it needs to be quarantined because I don't want my other bags smelling like this. It's not like a terrible smell, it's just that it's so strong. And it would be fine if they just spritzed once on the paper, but I feel like they just went ham on it and it really is quite strong. So I feel like if you have any suggestions on how to get that smell out, I would love to know. But leave those in the comments, please. Again, it's not like this offensive, like fishy stink or anything, but if you're sensitive to smell, it's a bit much. So anyway, this is the bag. I wanted it in green because green is my color. It's such a spring, fresh, happy color, and it comes with a shoulder strap, which I absolutely love because a girl needs versatility. And it's got like a canvas fabric interior without any pockets. It's just, but it's such a great size. Like the size is perfect. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's the Goldilocks size. So I love this, and I did. You know what? When they say like, get what you were looking for, get what you want, I got what I wanted originally. I just got distracted. But I don't regret this either, as much as I wasn't planning on it. These two together, they're just... And I have a weakness for raffia bags. So I'm gonna move on. We're gonna talk about some of the other bags I have. And the next bag I have, which is so freaking beautiful, I love it so much. This I got from either Matches Fashion or Louisa V. Aroma, I can't remember. But this is the cutest bag ever. It's a crossbody with an adjustable strap with black leather. And I've had this for quite a few years now. This is by a brand called Khokho, Khokho, and it is made, I believe, don't quote me, but I will leave the link of this brand because I think everyone should go out and buy this type of bag. They have so many beautifully constructed straw bags. So this was made in Swaziland, which I think they changed the name of the country a few years ago, and the only reason I think that's the case is because one of my kids did a school project on Swaziland, and I've never heard of the country before. And then I feel like one of my kids, I can't remember which kid even did it, but had mentioned that they changed the name of the country, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Anyway, there's a little label and a little slotted pocket, but this is what the inside looks like. And it reminds me of like a little honey jar or something. And you fasten it. There's like a little metal loop here, and that's how you fasten it. But look how unique and beautiful it is. It is so beautifully constructed. I have never seen quality on a straw bag quite like this. It is seriously one of a kind. And the beauty, when I first opened this package, when I first bought it, I remember the smell was the actual smell of the grass. It was so potent, but such a fresh smell, nothing like this other smell. It was so fresh, and it just smelled like it came from, it was just weaved fresh or something. And I was like, oh my God, it smelled so good. The smell is definitely less now, but it is, I wish it was still there, because the smell was so, it just felt like you were in the field of fresh grass. So I think the story on this bag is that the skill of weaving this grass, which by the way, the grass that they weave for these bags are native grass to their land. So I love that story. But I also think the story goes that this specific type of technique in weaving these types of bags is is obviously a very intricate and skilled technical skill. And what they do is the elderly women or the grandmothers train the younger women, and they make sure that they pass down these skills, which is so incredible to me. And I just love that story, and I love supporting that. And it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous, unique bag. The only regret I have is that when I bought it in the summer. So it was in season, and I bought it full price for a few $100s, maybe like $500 or something. And I remember at the end of the season that same year that I bought it, I saw it was on sale for like $300 or something like that. And I was like, this is why you have to buy stuff off season. But it's fine. This is such a beautiful bag. I love this bag. It's a true beauty. The next bag is a little less interesting, less of a story, but I love it still because I use it a lot. I've had it for quite a few years, but I will say the reason I bought this Longchamp bag was because I wanted this bag to replace the bag that I'm about to show you, because it is falling apart. And the reason it's falling apart is because it's from H&M. And I tied this, let me get this off. I tied a handkerchief on it to make it look a little bit more whimsical. I love this bag because look at the interior. It is this adorable little drawstring thing where you can just close it tight like that and keeps your thing secure. It's got the top handle, and it's got the long shoulder straps, the double straps. I hate the double straps. I don't think it looks very nice, but you know, it is functional. And when I want to be hands-free, I have used this crossbody shoulder strap quite a many times. But every time I use it, you can, there's pieces of the straw that is falling apart and falling off. So every once in a while, I will get like some random piece and be like, oh, what is this from? Oh, it's from my bag, because it's literally falling apart. It is not constructed nearly as nice as that cocoa bag that I just showed you. It is this brittle, dry straw material that you can see, is falling apart and cracking everywhere. So as much as I love this bag, I use it all the time. I take it to farmers markets. I wear it with my summer dresses. I wear this out and about. It's this very no fuss. I don't baby this. I don't baby any of my bags, but this especially, I just throw it and go. And you know, a bottle of hand sanitizer has literally leaked in my entire bag, and I didn't care. But this bag, as much as I love it, needs to be replaced at some point because it is falling apart and it's just not made well. And that's what you get for paying $25 for a straw bag from H&M. You know, so this will eventually go away and be replaced by this. That's how I justified. But you can justify anything, I guess, right? And the next bag that I have that is also within the Raffia family is this Kate Spade bag. I got this from the Kate Spade outlet a few years ago, which I really love. And it's got, I like how the bottom is covered in leather, and it's a pebbled leather. It's this beautiful navy blue. It's a bucket bag with a top handle, with a snap closure, which I love, and a pink canvas interior. The hardware is like a champagne gold hardware, so very versatile. And it comes with an adjustable and detachable shoulder strap, which I love, and I do use. This is a drawstring, which is functional, but you really don't need to tighten it or loosen it. It's fine the way it is. It's just a nice detail to the bag. So I love this because it's the perfect size. I like bucket bags, but I don't like it when they're too big and clunky and you feel like you've got literally like a metal pail on you or something. This is the perfect size, which fits everything that you would need as an essential, at least for myself on a daily basis. So it's cute because, you know, it has Kate Spade here, very subtle. And as you can see, I have worn it quite a bit. I've got staining on here, and I've got another mark here, which is fine too. So it's a pretty no fuss bag. And you know, this I feel like is different because it's a little bit more refined. So when I'm wearing a dress or an outfit in the summer that is a little bit more put together, then I feel like this goes really well with it. This is my other Raffia bag. Another bag that I'm going to throw in here is, I'm sorry, a lot of you might cringe. This was actually an H&M bag, and it's like a clutch. I use this on vacation, and this came plain without anything on it. So the way this looks on the back is the way it looked on the front. And what I did was I did a little project on it. And I know this is not somewhere I'm walking down the city streets with necessarily, but for like a beach vacation to Mexico or whatever, like I've done that many times on a beach holiday, and it's adorable. So I did this as a little project with my daughter and many years ago. And so we literally did the hot glue and we put the pom-poms on together. And then these little details is from, I had like an old Deborah Lippmann glitter nail polish. And so we just dotted them all around the flap and the body over here, just to add some extra dimension. And I think it's adorable. Is it an arts and craft project? Yes, indeed it is. But for a beach holiday in the Caribbean or in Mexico or, you know, somewhere like that, this is totally a vibe. And it's a fun little story. I wrote in it with Made with Love by, and then my daughter's name and mom. And we wrote 2018. It's just got a fabric lining inside. And I bring this out to dinner when we're on vacation, on a summer vacation. And I put Uno cards in here so that we can play as a family at dinner time while we're waiting for the food. And, you know, my phone and whatever, it's perfect. So I think this is really special and cute, and I would never discount this as part of my Raffia collection because it is very well loved. And the next bag is not technically raffia, it's actually crochet, but it gives off the same vibe, it gives off the same look, so I'm including it in this, and it's clearly a summer bag. Although this is not a summer bag collection video, because that would be a much larger collection video, I feel like, because that could be anything. But this falls along the same lines. You will see that this still has a tag on it because I got it at the end of last summer and I got it on sale because I learned if you're gonna buy a raffia or seasonal bag like I did this one, I did not want to pay full price for it. Now, I was eyeing this bag full price for the longest time, for months, and I wasn't willing to pay full price. So I was patient and I waited till the end of the season and waited until it went on sale, and I got this from 24S, which is a website I frequent. And when it comes to these kinds of things, this is by the brand Staud, and it says it here. How fun is this? This is a crochet bag. Look at the leather. It is so beautiful with the stitching. The brown leather color is perfect. It is I don't know what to say. It is such a fun summer bag. Is it not? I don't have any crochet bags. This has a crochet kind of cinch so that you can keep your stuff contained inside. But if you don't want to use it, you don't have to, and you can just tuck it right in, and that would be fine too. It comes with a dust bag. It's just a bucket inside, plenty spacious. It has a little zip pocket on the side, which I don't intend to use because I generally don't use those types of pockets. But I will be using this summer, guaranteed. I can just see myself riding my bike and putting this across me in a dress with my basket in the front. Like, I'm not city biking, okay? I'm like leisure biking. This is so freaking beautiful, so adorable, so different. And I can appreciate its beauty so much because the leather, I'll show you the bottom, does not have feet, but it wouldn't because it goes in on the middle like that. But I love this because this leather is so perfect. The color is this perfect brown color with the white stitching, contrast stitching, which I love together. It looks very expensive, if that's the word. It just looks really well done. I love this knotting on the side. It looks very casual and you know, brings a lot of personality to it. Let me straighten that out. Brings a lot of personality to it. Not to mention the crochet on this is so good. It is so fun. The picture, the colors, the crochet, the texture is just everything. I am so enamored with this bag because it's so playful, but it's contrasted by the seriousness. Playful and serious together, I just love that combo. And the only thing that I don't love is that it is truly only a shoulder bag. It is not a crossbody. If I crossbody it, pardon the mic, I mean, that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. This is purely a shoulder bag. So I don't love not having that versatility, but it's also easy enough to just do this when you wear the bag. You know, you kind of rest your elbow onto it. I could do that. I wouldn't just do this because it would just fall off, but you can hold on to it like this, and that would be fine, and that could totally work. But I just think the beauty of this crochet with this leather and stitching is just everything. So I'm sorry I'm gushing about this, but I'm excited to wear this summer because I've not worn it, obviously, because I got it at the end of the summer, and I'm glad I got it on sale because I don't think I would have paid full price for this either. But this is by Staud, and this completes my Raffia bag collection. I love looking at them, and I'm looking forward to finally the warmer weather where I can enjoy some of these. Look, it just exudes so much sunshine, doesn't it? Like the energy that these bags exude is just all sunshine and such great positive energy. That's what these bags do, and that's what it's all about, and that's what I always say. Your handbags should bring you joy, and these bring me so much joy too. So if you haven't watched that video, then I'll link that up top too, so you can check that one out. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider binge watching some of my other videos, and I will see you next time. Bye.